Hello, everyone. Hope everyone had a good day today. I had a pretty good day. Had a couple bad trades. It just didn't go my way, and I think it's a good learning. It helps us to see when this strategy doesn't work, how you should manage it, and that's exactly what I did. I did lose a little bit more than I probably should have, but I still managed it, kept my day manageable, and had a decent day overall. So I want to get into that, show you guys the trades I made. I'm going to start out with my best trade of the day, which was Apple. And the interesting thing about this trade is it was a trade based off of really just levels and basically my strategy. I got in it, stayed in it, and it paid off big time. What made it a little bit difficult to trade, or I'm going to say a lot difficult to trade, was that I was counter trading. While it was going down, ES, SPY, TSM, several other of these trades were going, most of the other stocks were going straight up. So it was a tough trade, but I decided I was going to give it a shot because I saw this happen right here, guys. This is what I was watching. We have the 50 daily SMA and a 20 daily SMA. These are your daily SMAs. These are not just your regular, these aren't like MAs or your regular MAs like you're moving MAs during the day. These are your daily SMAs. They do not move. They stay there for the entire day at the exact same spot every day. They don't change like these MAs do. Now they change every day, and they make adjustments whether it's up or down. Anyhow, if you're not trading them or if you don't have them on your charts, you need to have them on every single chart you're trading because they do become very important support and resistance levels, especially in the futures, but they matter to pretty much in most all stocks. Um, so anyhow, what I noticed today, Apple, I had this 207.50 level. It was staying above it, so I thought, okay, maybe it would go up. I knew that there was I think some negative news that had come out over the weekend about Apple and China. So I was watching it and I noticed it came up, got above the 50 daily, but then just straight tanked and closed way down here. So then I was like, wow, it came all the way down to my LRC and the 20 daily. Um, Next candle down again. And at this point, I typically don't chase these. I really don't. But what made this one worth it to me is this right here. And I told the group I was going to get in, and I did. I said, hey, if I get any type of pullback back up to this 20 daily SMA, I'm hopping in. And that's exactly what happened. It came up as it was approaching it. I entered. I got an exceptional entry. You don't always get that, but I got a really good entry, I think, right at the top of this wick. And immediately it went down, 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 down. I scaled off right here. Here, I actually have them already set up. I scaled off on the LRC as it started pushing back up off of my orange LRC. I scaled 20 off there. I got in 40 puts. I scaled 20 and then I waited. I almost got out on this second green, but because there was no follow through on this red, I told the group, I was like, hey, I'm just going to hold as long as I stay below this. And so it went all the way back down. I noticed it pushed back up, closed. I mean, it closed all the way down below the orange, but then it started going back up again. At that point, I think other things in the market was also continuing to go up. So I was like, you know what? I've worn my welcome out. So I actually got out. I don't know exactly on this candle, but it was on this candle. So it was a really good trade. I made 2020 on this trade alone. So great trade on the day. Very easy for me to make this decision because of levels, but not necessarily because of market. If you go back and look at the market at this time, you'll notice that the market was going up instead of down. And I usually do not like to trade against the market, but this was a really nice setup. So I gave it a shot and it worked out. The thing about me getting in here, guys, is if it got back up and held above this 20, I was getting back out. So I would take a loss, but it would be a very manageable loss. That's when you're taking trades like this, you have to have that understanding getting into the trade, and that was my understanding. That was what my thoughts were. I'm getting in this. I know it's against the market. If it goes above it, I'm gonna get out. And it never went above it, and it just kept going down here. I mean, one big candle. That was huge, huge. I think I was up. Um, I think I was up the most here. I was up over 2,000. If I had just taken profit here, I would have made more, but if I'd taken all 40. But anyway, so next trade was Tesla. This is the one I had a loss on. I had a loss on my small account and my large account on the same trade. So kind of a bummer on the small account. I did get back in one more trade on Tesla, and I only made like $10 and I got out because it was just going sideways. But anyway, so the trade setup was good. This is what we look for. This is what I look for. I mean, of course, I needed to enter here. Several reasons, right? Man, what a beautiful setup that was missed by me. And this is something I can point out to you guys. If you see, well, now, a couple things you need to see here, right? This is my Anchored LRC. That's the mean of my LRC that I use during the day, my day trading LRC, right? Where they're all day trading. But this is the one that is the script that I use. This is the one I draw manually. This is what I call a super long. If you ever see this on my notes or whatever, super long LRC. This thing goes back for like maybe two, sometimes 3 years. It's way back. It's a linear regression tool. I go back and I mark off points that key points. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just go look. I have a link down below for how to set up the long LRC, and how to apply it. And so anyway, this was such a good setup and I missed it. Look at all of this. I love seeing this. This is my friend. It really is. You go up, you push down, you come down to the 334 level, you push back up, you hold the 334, you get up and you're consolidating in between the long LRC, the super long LRC, and the LRC mean. You get this push over structure. That's your entry. I did not get this, so I missed the best move. Scale out would have been right here first, scale out, or you could have taken some off here, but you had no reason to get out of this trade. I would have scaled out as soon as it came up to the yellow, and then exited on the second red because I'm so extended from the 20. I wouldn't want to give back all of this once I got that much profit. So with that good move, I realized that this was somewhat of a 50%, 30 to 38.2% retracement. Just visually, I was watching it, so I was like, okay, this is a good pullback, good time to enter. So I came down, I got this candle. I didn't get really any conviction on this one, but then I got a good green, and then I entered on this green. That's how I trade it, and it didn't work out. So it literally just went straight down. So it went down, I held. I then decided to make this a part of my strategy because I kept seeing the buying pressure push up off of this. And then finally it went to here. And I was like, oh, okay, this thing's going to go. Now I'm finally going to get my move. Nope. Came back down. I'm sorry. I did scale. I de-risked here. I did de-risk some of my trade because I would have had an even bigger loss, and it was further up here. I de-risked some, and then I ended up exiting the rest on the second red candle. Normally I would have got all out here, but I did wait for this to come back because I thought maybe I'd get this move. That's a bad way to trade. You should never hope. You should have a plan. Stick to your plan. That's what I should have done. I should have exited both right there and been done with it. That's it. I didn't do that. I held it, thought, look, I'm getting lucky. This is going to go make a new high a day. Nope, not so much. Fake out, boom, straight down. So anyway, lessons learned. I mean, I learn every day. I know the mistakes I make. I'm human. I just continue to make them. So I keep trying to, stay as disciplined as I can each and every day, but that happens. So moving on, that is that trade. I ended up losing 1245 on that trade. Next trade was a really, really good trade also. What a fantastic trade this was. It looks a little bit crazy here. I'll go to I'll just show it on the screen. So of course, we get this big move at the beginning of the day. It comes all the way back down, and I love seeing when this happens like this. Comes down, hits the 20, shoots back up, comes down, hits the 200 EMA, gets back above the 20, closes above the 20, closes above the LRC, which you can see it pivoted right there, pre-market, right? Closes above. I entered 20 calls right on this move. That's how I trade this. You could have entered here a little bit higher probability maybe, because you broke this little structure high. But I decided to get in right away using my main method. And so I scaled out 10 at the yellow touch, and I missed this sale. I think I was busy or helping or talking in the Discord, so I missed this next move, which was okay. I did continue holding. I waited to see because what happened is I missed this, and by the time I had this candle, my second red, I was already at my 20. So I decided I'm going to wait and see if I get a close below the 20, and if I end up, taking less of a profit, I just do. Well, it held up, got this push up, next move up, I continued to hold. I almost took profit here, but I waited. I wanted to see what this candle was going to do. It started coming down. I again almost got out, and then shoo, straight up. And then I ended up getting all the way to the top on my 5, selling 5 more. And then once I had my third candle, my close underneath the 127.35 level that I had marked, I got out. That was my exit. So it was a really good trade. I made 1,075 on that trade. So excellent trade today. Easy peasy. Not all of them have been easy the last, like Thursday and Friday was pretty tough for me. Those were really choppy days, and I'll be honest, I profited, but I didn't trade well. So it's something I have to work on, getting better, being more patient. Um, so TSM was another decent trade. I missed the initial move, which was right here. This would have been the first trade, but I actually got in close to the same spot. Could have taken the breakout because you had, these consolidation candles, and then you broke above the 20 in structure. You could have tried that. That's a little bit more risky, but the good thing is if you tried it, you're literally right at your 190 level. So not a bad idea. You're above your 200, your 20's going up, you're pushing up. You take this breakout move, you get in as soon as it moves over, and then you trade it. So not a bad idea to take it as a breakout move, but just know if you do breakout moves, if it comes back down in this same candle down here, you get out. Do not hope it works, because then you end up getting that, and it will make you not have a good day. But I did wait for the pullback to my 20 EMA and my yellow LRC. It closed above the green, pushed up. I entered right here. 20 calls. I did not get out on this candle. I wanted to see if it was going to use the orange as support. It started to use it as support, so it did go back up, but then it started failing. So I decided, hey, once it got back up here again, I'm going to go ahead and take profit. So I did. I scaled off 10, and then I got my 2 reds, and I scaled off. I took the remaining 10 off. It wasn't a huge profit. It was $640 profit. So good trade nonetheless. Very simple, very easy. And last but not least, I'm really getting frustrated with TOS, guys. I don't know what's going on. Several people in my Discord they're having the same, or at least one person in my Discord is having the same exact problem. We cannot buy SPX. It won't let us. I put in market orders. They just sit. They sit on the board. They don't ever get taken. I shouldn't say ever. I've changed the different. I've went and got several different contracts in and out of the money and tried, and I did get one to take on Friday, but none of the rest would take. And so I don't know what's going on. I haven't had a chance to talk to support, uh, but I need to get a hold of support and find out what the heck is going on because I missed out on this major move right here. This could have been a good couple $1,000s today, and it was setting up perfectly. Had this consolidation right here above the 591. I actually took the SPY trade, oops, because I couldn't get a um I took a SPY trade because I couldn't get a the SPX to work. So I wanted to take the trade when it broke here. This was where I was trying to get in on SPX right here. And I would have scaled out here, held, probably taken profit here, and because I would have held this because I'm above my long LRC, my super long. I have another medium long LRC that I'm just sitting here consolidating. I love when this happens right here, right? When you see these candles just weak, go sideways, and then you break out, you break above, you go sideways again. I'm just looking for this just to keep going. Can it come back? Yeah, absolutely. But I just trade based off price action. I let it tell me what it's going to do. You have to wait for closes. But I did enter on this candle when it pushed above right here on SPY. I didn't get in that many. I thought I got in enough to make more, but I didn't because I was trading my large account. And I ended up only making $340 on this trade. But I got in here. I exited all on this candle when it hit the magenta. So I didn't even scale out. I don't. Oh yeah, well maybe I did scale out. I think I scaled out on two, and then I exited the remaining on three, and ended up with it was only $340 profit. But overall, really frustrated because Thursday and Friday both days I could have made more money if my SPX was working because I had absolute perfect entry locations to get into and they didn't work out. And even today in the chat, the guys were like, I told them, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get an SPX right here. And as soon as I tried to buy, like not even 10 seconds later, that candle it just went shoot, shoot, shoot. And I was like, I didn't get in. It didn't give it to me. So kind of a bummer. Hopefully they can get that fixed. But anyway, I hope you guys had a great day. Um, I just got back from playing pickleball. I'm beat. I need to get a shower. Um, and I just wanted to put out a video to show you how the trades went today. So I hope you guys had a great day. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment, ask, or come into the Discord. Check it out. You can come and trade with us. We trade live every day. I call out all the trades that I'm in. I call out all the trades that I see so that if, for instance, you miss a trade or you couldn't get into a certain trade, I call out many trades for quite a bit, probably too many for the group because I'm constantly saying, hey, setup is coming up right here. Get ready. It's about to happen. I do that constantly. And if you're interested in joining the group, check us out. There's a link in the description down below to be a member if you want to be a member. That's for the live trading. If you want to come and just come into the free group, do that. We have a lot of people in there now. And if you have questions, that's where you want to ask the questions. Just come in, shoot me a question. I will help you. Just always remember, guys, I will never charge for any type of help, training, or anything like that. If someone's offering you anything from me, it's not me. I won't friend request you. I will not DM you. I will answer all DMs, and uh, I will not friend request you, and I will not accept a friend request. So don't send me one. because I don't know if you're trying to scam me or not. So anyway, you guys have a great and blessed evening. I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, by the way, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Please help a brother out. You guys have a good night.